All right, guys. Welcome to Slasher September. It is September 1st. I'm here, awesome, with Mr. Dan. Always a pleasure having you on, man. Like, literally anytime.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Oh, of course, man. Zodiac's in the house. What's up, Zodiac? Got the cock fluffed and ready to go. Peacock, yeah. All right, it's on Peacock. It's everywhere. This movie streams all over and the sequels too. They're on like every free streaming site. What's up, Russell? All right, so I made a Slasher September trailer that's ridiculous, but I'm gonna play it in case people haven't seen it to blast off this month. Yeah, because we're gonna be talking a whole bunch of slasher movies, and I already did a whole bunch of them, so I gotta like dig deep now for for this month. So let's.
This September, from JT's Horror Discussions, under the license JT's Horror Productions, Slasher September. Second year edition. Do you like unique and gory kills? These films got you covered. Do you like cool looking killers who use awesome utensils to dispatch their victims? Got you covered too. Do you like loads of tits and ass all over the place? Don't worry, we got boobies and stuff flying all at you here. Plus some other movies that have nothing to do with slashers. Friday.
So it is Friday. It is Slasher September. I've information on the interview with Lauren Marie Taylor real quick because we're trying to do the sneaky because of the SAG strike. No one's supposed to be doing interviews and talking about their career, which is so stupid that they're going through any of this. But so we have to make it look pre-recorded like we did it before the strike. So I didn't want to leave like a post saying like, leave your questions. And it's dated like, a week beforehand. I mean, the chances people are going to look. But I did a stream earlier this morning for like 3 minutes or so. Just so if anyone has questions for her that you want to be asked, just leave a comment on that video. And I'll make sure it gets to her. Also, Nanette, I don't know if you're here, but I know earlier you became a member, which thank you so much, Nanette. I love you. You're a sister. You don't have to do any of that. You're always welcome with anything. But thank you for the support. All right, guys, who's watching in chat so we can set this up? What are you watching on, Dan?
Tubi.
Tubi. All right. If you want, if it's on your TV, can you go on the internet?
Yeah, I got it right behind the monitor.
Okay,
I turned it on, and the first set of commercials played, and it's pretty much just ready to go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because it's also on lookmovie.com, which has no ads, which is a good website. It has a lot of movies.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you the link afterwards for you can check it. All the movies out there. They got a lot of stuff, like a lot of old Bava films that aren't like anywhere else. Like they got a good selection.
Okay, cool.
All right, well, Zodiac, I know you got your cock ready for the movie. Ross, you watching? We were supposed to have Carrie here, but she wasn't able to make it, so she had stuff going on at work. And I know you saw that American Werewolf in Paris poster because it's definitely getting done this week. Because I do that shit all the time. I'll do the first movie in a series and then just mad time goes by, and I for some reason forget to go back to it. But I know, Zodiac, it'll come, and so it's Wes Craven's New Nightmare, so we'll get that one too. But anyone wants to leave requests for slasher films to cover this month, I'm gonna need them because I think I've done like 60 already.
Yeah.
And like that's like mostly all my favorite ones and stuff. So now it's like going to like the mid to bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
But that's why I love Tubi though. Tubi has a lot of just horror in general. This catalog's unreal.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
They even have now like an Italian horror and giallo category.
Oh, do they really?
And a Japanese horror and stuff. Mm-hmm. They actually have categories for those now, which is cool that they have that many of those type of films.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
I'm sorry. Way back in the day, Netflix actually used to break it down like that too, and then they just like stopped caring about horror altogether. I know. Just throw it in a big lump,
The only good thing I like about Netflix is for foreign films. For foreign horror, they're really doing a great job distributing stuff, like from Indonesia, India,
right, yeah. Okay,
all of that. But besides that, like the American horror, like catalog on is terrible. Like, it's so bad there. Hey, Pugwall, what's going on? bit late, so might not last, but just wanted to send some love for the film. One of my favorites, and to you guys. Thank you, man. That means a lot. Yeah, we're gonna get started here. You ready, Zodiac? I know you are. You ready, Dan?
Yep.
We'll do a count 3, 2, 1, and then go. So 3, 2, 1, go. I love the score in this film. And Aunt Martha's her name, right? Aunt Martha.
Yeah.
The aunt in this, she's so batshit crazy.
I know.
Does a good job though playing it. I know she played it that way. It seems like.
Yeah.
Unless it was just like a happy accident. She was a terrible actress.
Right.
That way. I've never seen her before in anything else.
Yeah, she just passed, I think, right?
Did she?
I think
I didn't hear that. If she did, that's sad.
Yeah, I think Felissa Rose called her her sleepaway part of her sleepaway camp family and all this stuff.
Yeah. I've been trying to get Felissa on, but she's hard to get in contact with.
Oh yeah.
But I made 2 friends that have one worked with her on the film and one is planning to work with her on the film.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to try reaching out a little bit.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah, it'd be great to talk with Felissa. She seems like just the nicest woman in the world.
She does.
Now, have you seen, and this is the only time I'm talking about this movie again, have you seen Return to Sleepaway Camp from 2008?
No.
Good. Don't watch that movie. Like
Okay.
Everybody in chat, do not watch. That's why we're not doing it this month. We're doing the sequels next 2 weeks, 2 and 3. 2 is my favorite. Unhappy Campers, that's my favorite in the series. We're not doing Return to Sleep. But that movie is so atrociously bad.
Really?
Yeah, and I heard about it for ever since it came out, and I avoided it like the plague because of it. And then when I did the series, when I first started the channel a month or 2 in, I said, all right, I got to do it now because I'm a completist. I got to do a whole series.
Right,
so I said, I'll track it down. It was streaming nowhere. Now it makes sense. And then I ended up downloading it. It was so bad, man. Dan, I can't stress enough how terrible it was.
Oh, that's a shame.
It's a real shame, especially that it was the same writer and director as the original.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even know when I first saw it. I found out afterwards. It blew my mind.
That's not always a guarantee. They had the original writer, one of the writers of Dark Knight of the Scarecrow came back and did this crappy sequel they came out with a year ago.
I saw that browsing. I didn't see it yet though. Yes, it's not good, huh?
Oh,
that's like kind of, I didn't see that one, but that's kind of what the situation is with this. It was he made this classic in the 80s, so then she came in. Felissa Rose is in it for all of fucking 2 minutes, not even maybe 90 seconds.
Yeah.
It was that. If anyone wants an example of somebody having a meltdown from how bad a movie was, watch my video on it. That's all we're talking about. That movie's done with now. Yes, it did, Russ. It is terrible in every single way. I love this opening scene here. How this girl is screaming after the accident, and she's the only one concerned. Even the lover, isn't it the father's lover? They show a scene later on.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and he's just standing there on the beach, and the girl's screaming bloody murder. She cares more than anyone. Yeah, I love Pamela Springsteen's performance of Angela in the sequels. I think she played it so well.
Did she ever do anything else, Pamela Springsteen?
I don't think so. I think she might have done 1 or 2 things, then she quit acting.
Yeah.
And she just moved on to whatever she moved on to, which is a shame, yeah, because she did a great job. I always try to imagine, though, what it would have been like if Felissa Rose was there for those 2 movies.
Right.
What movies would we have gotten, compared to how they are now? Honestly, I don't think it would be as good because Felissa's hysterical. And Victor Crowley, she is a riot in that movie. And she kills me every time. So she can pull off the comedy and the goofy, campy tone of the sequels. Yeah. I just feel like Springsteen just I don't know. She nailed it. I can't picture Felissa doing it. Also, Pug, I feel bad that you own Return to Sleepaway Camp. That's the end. That's the end of it now. Now the end. Just interviewed Brandon Scullion, the director of The New Hands. Felissa Rose plays a good part in that. She's underrated and such a good actress. She really is. Like, she's everywhere with horror. Like, you see her all over the place. Yep. She has cameos in so many movies, independent horror films. Like, she loves the genre and she loves her career.
She knows everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, it shows through her, just her passion for it.
Yeah.
And what an accident.
Yeah.
She just went right over them. But the way this girl's screaming, the lover on the beach ain't doing nothing. He's just staring. They're just staring. She's having a heart attack. This poor girl.
Yeah. This guy's just...
He's just like looking. Like, run out to your lover and the kid. Like, do something. Like, I don't know what. Now with the little... whatchamacallit, floater thing that comes up, keep that in mind for the ending, because I just noticed it. Something about it. Hey, Joe. You're at a mall? Good for you, buddy. I wish I was at a mall. Actually, I'm good right here. Well, that's sad to hear that she passed. Yeah, Martha.
Yeah.
The way she questions herself and stuff, I'm sure of it. So funny. And she's a doctor. I think I said this in my video a year ago. I would never trust this woman with my life.
Right.
No way. If she was the only one on the planet who had a cure for what I had, I'm good. I'll find someone else. All right, Joe. Have a good time at the mall, man. Yeah, I mean, the Friday the 13th vibes, you can't even deny it. There's so much. It's so there.
Yeah.
But just what it does with it, like throughout the movie, and then of course the ending is just, it's just something you would not expect, even if you were a huge Friday fan, like when this movie came out.
Right.
You just picture it probably just another slasher, and there's a killer at the end, and that's it. She's so nuts. And then she just had to throw that "I'm a doctor" thing in there too. Like, that's no reason to be there for any reason.
No.
Yeah, Pug, that's the word for it. Like, she's just over the top to the extreme. And I don't know whether to consider it great acting or bad, terrible acting. Like,
I don't know. I mean,
it's somewhere right in the middle there.
It's just Sleepaway Camp. It's just such a unique part of the unique experience,
Exactly. You don't see a character like that often.
Yeah.
Speaking of characters you don't see often, and I'm glad we don't. The pedophile cook here.
Oh,
dude, the fact I don't think there's another attempted kill or a murder in a movie that pisses me off when I watch it because I know he doesn't die.
Yeah.
He just gets what happens to him. What a fucking pervert this guy is.
Yeah. Creepy.
Oh, so weird the things he says. Like we call him baldies and stuff like that. It's like, dude, like how does anyone work around this guy? Never had a problem or a complaint. I never heard him say any of this. He's so creepy. Young fresh chickens.
We got Mr. Short Shorts here.
Yep. And that's what's his name's father?
James Earl Jones.
Yeah. Yep. Cool to see him.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh.
Every time I see this guy on screen, I just want to just kill him. Maybe like the only positive Return to Sleepaway Camp I can give is seeing Ricky and Ronnie again. Okay. They come back. Still not worth it.
Right.
Now, Dan, do you think that Felissa Rose's performance here was like her doing a great job acting? Do you think she was just like, this is her as a kid and she was a shy girl?
I don't know.
I've always wondered that.
Yeah. I mean, she's almost catatonic. So it's hard to say like, wow, what a great performance. But
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But like you see it, and it's like, I wonder if that's just how she was, and she was very timid and scared, so it comes off perfectly natural because of it, or she's just like doing one hell of an act, you know?
Yeah, there's not like another movie that came out the same year where you can compare.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know. I mean, having said that, she does, just the expression in her face and the look in her eyes, she does a good job at it, No,
she does a great job.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if that was like a real out of character performance for her, or I'm thinking it's more like this is how she is, but she was able to play it very well.
Yeah.
And then we got this bitch, the brunette. Yeah.
No, there's a lot of bitches in this movie. Jesus.
Oh, absolutely. And pedophile Mel is a fucking pervert too. Like, so don't ever go to camp. Basically, anybody. That's the whole message of this movie.
Yeah. Now I have to say, Mel's acting in this movie, I don't think is great.
Yeah, it's shaky.
I think he got nominated for supporting actor for what's it called? Midnight Express. He played the father.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Midnight Express with
Brad. I forget his last name.
Yeah. Yep. That's right. He wasn't that.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen Mel in many things.
Yeah.
I just never remember anything except for Sleepaway Camp. He's Mel.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Pug. Like that's what I've always wondered. Meg is a cool character though. But yeah, like just that scene there, like later on when he's like, "Oh, Meg, man," that's awful. Like that's terrible acting.
Right. Yeah.
Also, brazenly hanging out with young girls like they are his peers, almost as creepy as the. Yeah, exactly. That is like just like a pedo camp. That's a big ass wall of fame. Ronnie's such a great guy too. He really tries like this whole movie to like do right by Angela and everybody.
Yeah.
Like it, I don't think this is Ronnie's first year at this camp or the cook. So he don't know this guy's a fucking pedophile.
Right.
That he just brings this small girl to him and just leaves her with him. It's so weird. And just look at the way that the cook just talks to her right in front of Ronnie. He's just like, all right, cool, like they care. Like Russell, it's Pamela Springsteen, Bruce Springsteen's sister. I just laughed at that fuck. I can see Travolta actually playing Ronnie. I wonder what movie we would have got with that. As you can see, she's very talkative. In fact, she's much of a fan of cooking. Of course, nice people. Yeah, we could find something in the walk-in. Get the hell out of here. This guy gets to live.
Where's my cousin? Ronnie took her to the kitchen. She eat anything? What do you think? What's the problem anyway? She don't eat, she don't talk, she don't do anything. You can leave her alone. She's just quiet. She's really quiet.
She is just quiet. She'd be dead if she's any quieter. That's a funny line. That's why I love 2 and 3. Like especially 2. 3 is up there, but it's not as good as the first 2 for me. But just the campiness and how funny the lines are in part 2 I love it so much. It's one of my favorite 80s slashers. Part 2.
Yeah, I actually need to rewatch that one.
Yeah, give it a rewatch. That one. Yeah. Well, we're doing it next week if you're around.
Okay. Yeah.
Not only is a pedophile, he's a fucking child abuser. No, beat the shit out of Ricky. He definitely scared the shit out of him. Oh yeah, Pug. I think I said this in my video a long time ago that the lawsuit that these people, Ricky's parents and stuff, would have against this camp for Mel almost beating him to death later on, it's unreal. I wish I was Ricky in that situation.
Yeah, they used to they would manhandle kids back then in movies. They would just grab them, pick them up.
That was the norm back in like 50s, 60s, 70s. People just hit the kids, or not other kids. That's not good, but they would hit their kids. Hey Val. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good vacation and stuff. Did you hit South Carolina yet? I don't know why the POV shots are like that of a midget.
Right, yeah.
Because she ain't that small, even if she crouching. I mean, it's great effects. It's great to see. I just wish this guy died, like, immediately. Yeah. Especially compared to some of the victims later on. Like, come on. Like, great bubble effects and stuff, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's one thing with this series. Like, there's not a lot of on-screen like kills that you see fully, but the after effects, the special effects on those are fantastic throughout these 3 films. Like, it's not like the Friday films where like you'll see someone get, like
speared,
yeah. Or something, but like you'll see the aftermath, and the effects are great.
Yeah.
I'm just going mic only for a sec.
Especially in space. And then his eyes. Jesus.
And this guy, Mel, he don't want anybody knowing about any of this. He bribes them all.
Because I don't want the kids or their parents to know that this ever happened. You understand? What did I think? Don't worry. I'll take care of you.
Oh, he absolutely. He deserved 10 barrels of that shit all over him.
Just don't see how something like that could happen. Come on now, we still got a actor to be here now, haven't we?
How's an extra $100 a week sound to not say shit about any of this? Sounds great to me, boss.
Well, sir, I always thought he had a little devil in him. $15 a week going for the rest of you?
Ooh, whole $15. Wow. I love that fly paper too. It's classic.
Yeah. Yeah, all over the place. Like, this place would never pass any health inspection, like in any way. His leg on the floor. Yeah, Ricky's such a great character. He's so funny in this. Yeah, Russ, that's what Dan was saying earlier. As soon as he said it, I pictured it in my head.
Yeah. He was even in one of the, I think he was in a Twilight Zone episode way back in the day.
I wouldn't doubt it at all. Like, yeah, he's a face that you've seen everywhere. But that, like, you can't pinpoint where for the most part.
Right. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of like actors in one-off slasher films from the 80s that are like that.
Oh yeah. I like the way you called that guy in the Prowler the forehead.
Yeah, I know. That's the stupid nickname I came up with. It's so in your face all the time. It's all I can think of. It's amazing kills. It's the pacing of that is just not good for me. But that bayonet through the head kill. That's one of the best kills of the slasher for me. That looks fantastic.
It's great.
With the eyes whiting over and the blood coming out of his mouth. All that is amazing Savini work. Camp Arawak is a great name for a camp, too.
Yeah.
I like it better than Crystal Lake. You hear that name everywhere.
And it looks like a camp, too. So, I hate when you have a movie that is supposed to be.
Yeah, and you can tell it's obviously not.
Yeah,
it does. It has that feel.
Yeah.
And just the kids too, the child actors and stuff. Like it feels natural. You know, like it looks like they're kids at camp having fun.
Right.
Until they're not later on.
Yeah.
This guy blows dead dogs, Ricky says. Those old little fighting game on wherever that was. That's funny. Same with the burning, actually. Think about that. It's you could see them having fun.
Yeah,
you don't see that in enough slasher movies.
Yeah.
That the cast actually looks like they're having a blast, like the way they're supposed to be, like at a camp.
Yeah.
Speaking of Midnight Express, what's his name from Pieces? The gardener is in that as the main bad officer.
Yeah.
So we got 2 slasher film people.
Yeah,
in
that's
Midnight
true.
Express.
That's true.
He was also Bluto in Popeye.
Yeah. Paul Smith, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
That's one big guy. I mean, I would never fuck with that. Especially Midnight Express. He plays one sadistic guy. It's a weird line. Who wants to go skinny dipping with 16 guys and 5 girls? Well, if you get one with girls, I'm cool with it. Like, weird line. I do like how her little friend she makes and stuff, like it opens her up a bit.
Yeah.
And she starts talking. Like, some people do try to be real nice to her here. Look at that t-shirt tucked in those jeans. Yeah, Zodiac Blue Oyster Cult. He has it tucked in his jeans. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. I don't remember if we did that back then. I don't know. I don't think so.
That's good. That's a good thing.
There are pictures of me as a kid with Adidas socks on all the way, like almost up to my knees.
Yeah. It's crazy how styles change, even just decade to decade. Ricky with the cowboy hat. That's great. He's the best character for me in this with Aunt Martha, but she's not in it enough.
Right.
No problem, May. I hope you have a good time wherever you are. You have a great night too. And yeah, Russ Bastard is so infamous. That's one of my favorite slashers pieces. As terrible as it is, it's just one of those so terrible. It's amazing in every single way. That was like the 4th video I did on the channel was Pieces. That was like one of the first movies I wanted to talk about because I adore that movie. I love the tagline. You don't have to go to Texas for a chainsaw massacre, and it's exactly what you think it is.
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah, that movie knows exactly what it is.
Oh, for sure. And the gore is phenomenal in that. Like, really good. I may have to schedule a Pieces watch along for this month now. Now that I'm thinking about it, since it was like the 4th video, like all those slashers I've been re-upping, those are re-uploads from last year, just because since my channel took off a little more since then, those old videos have like 10 views, 20 views, and stuff. Like no one's seen them, so it's like, I might as well just re-up them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I should definitely do a Pieces thing because I can always talk Pieces.
People love that movie.
Yeah, it became a huge cult classic.
I vaguely remember the advertising, like when I was younger, and it was.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of, it was like one of those scarier, ones.
Yeah. Just the gore alone is insane.
Yeah, right.
And it's weird. It has a weird tone to it. It's like a Spanish giallo slasher.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely a very unique feel to it.
Mm-hmm. And 30 seconds of kung fu.
Oh yeah, that's like the most random scene in a horror movie ever. Like that and the mutilator when the music, the honky tonk piano kicks in, he comes out and he bows his hat. Where the hell that came from? I'm sure it was cocaine in the 80s. But wherever it came from, I'm glad it's there because they're ridiculous. Oh, that's cool, Pug. I'll have to check that out. It's a podcast doing pieces and pieces, breaking it down in 60 seconds. That's a cool idea. That would be like fucking 100 60-second videos if I did it. Like in the 80s, apparently women didn't like to have fun if they didn't go skinny dipping.
Right. Yeah.
Of course. They're just watching them.
Doesn't George Costanza, Jason Alexander moon people in The Burning?
The Burning. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All 4 of them. Like I said, it was definitely the Weinsteins. Definitely their idea. He was so great in that. Like you could tell he was, because I'm a huge Seinfeld fan. You could tell he was going to be a star just from his performance in The Burning. He's so naturally funny already.
Yeah. He's a pretty good dramatic actor too, when he wants to be. But
he's very well rounded.
Like
it sucks that he gets typecasted.
Yeah, well, after Seinfeld took off, that was
Yeah, they all got typecasted. Like Michael Richards never did anything really.
Yeah. But he was 100% serious in Jacob's Ladder as the lawyer.
Mm-hmm. Jacob's Ladder is a great one. Actually, I have a friend who's been asking me for a while to talk about that movie. So I guess I got to do this soon. I haven't seen it in a while. That'll be fun to rewatch. Yeah. What a dick, this kid.
Yeah. Like he'd rather piss her off than try to hook up with her. I don't like.
Yeah, right. And then I don't even want to know how this bitch was here and to kill him in any way. All these people on the beach, no one saw someone going in the water.
Yeah.
I love it.
Must be all that fog.
Right? Got, like the old Silent Hill games. The fog all over the place. Can't see anything. Like she must have a world record, like for holding breath. I do like the banter in this movie. It feels very genuine.
Yeah.
Like between all the kids. Same with the sequels. Same thing. They have great lines, great little banter between the characters.
There's definitely slashers with worse dialogue. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Have you ever seen Blood Harvest with Tiny Tim from '87?
No.
That's a bad one. That just came to mind. Like it's he plays like a clown, but he's not even like really part of the movie for any reason. It's so low budget. I mean, like so low budget. Like just looking at it, you're like, ooh, like yeah, this is like bottom barrel. It's not good. Despite like the first 45 minutes being like softcore porn, pretty much with the main chick, like she's naked a lot. So just for that, it's all right. But besides that, wow, that was a rough one.
That's what the kind of movies Night calls dark territory.
Yeah, yep, for sure. That's one of those.
Yeah.
Like I love the effects here for the body and the snake coming out of it and everything. Actually, it's very reminiscent of Mario Bava's Twitch of the Death Nerve with the octopus on. Okay. There's a scene with the octopus like on a dead corpse and like squirming around on it. Looks very, very similar.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the Italians, you couldn't just have a dead body. You had to throw some worms on it or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's always got to be crazy over the top.
Well, they would have showed it for like a full 60 seconds too to make sure you got it.
That's one thing I love about the Italian horror is just the way they know how to linger on like shots leading up to a death. Like they just keep it in your face and keep it in your and push it until you're just like, just do it already. Like just axe this person or stab this person or whatever. And then it happens. You get great gore. They know how to build up a kill.
Yeah. Yeah, there's still so many giallos I need to see.
No, the list is endless with them.
It really is.
To like, if you really go deep diving, like I have a lot to see too. Loving that outfit, Ricky, Ronnie. And then Return to Sleepaway Camp. It's like 20-something years later. He's still a camp counselor. It's so funny. He's like 60 years old and he's a camp counselor in Return to Sleepaway Camp. It's like, really? Like, all right.
Okay, wait. Does this cop show up later with a fake mustache?
Yes, and it is the worst fake mustache ever put to film, probably. Oh, it's so terrible. It was bothering me when I watched him last year because I was looking at, I was like, I didn't know looked up ever the behind the scenes of what happened there. So it was driving me nuts. I kept saying like, what happened with that mustache? And I looked it up afterwards, IMDb, and there was a whole explanation that the actor, they shot the opening scene with him and then he shaved and somehow he forgot he got to go back and film another scene. Like, and then they said, hey, put this ridiculous shit on your face. And that's what happened. It's so crazy looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russ, it's crazy.
Yeah, I like have you ever seen a Samurai Cop? The guy shaved his head and then he they went to film more scenes, and so he had long hair, so they had a wig.
I don't remember if I saw that.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, is it?
There's,
it would make sense with the mess up.
I mean, you can tell. Real hair, wig. It's so bad.
It's just like in Blood Rage, which I adore too. Like when they have Terry and Todd played by the same actor, obviously they're back like talking, and you see the back of the actor stand-in's head. Such an obvious wig. Like it looks so bad. It's only like 1 or 2 shots, but it looks awful. They actually have a Pepsi logo in this on the door. Is that Brink Stevens, the brunette? Or am I thinking of Slumber Party Massacre? They look similar.
You know what? I don't know if I could.
Let me see. I can look it up.
I've seen her in so many things, but
I know. I think
know what she looks like.
I think it's a different woman I'm thinking of. Let me see. I love how awkward Angela is here with this kid. Yeah, Brink Stevens is from Slumber Party Massacre. So who the hell is this woman? This girl deserves her death for sure. The old shaving cream on the face trick.
Yep.
Oh, and this girl, the brunette's nobody. She's just from this movie, I guess. She looks familiar though. Like she's definitely been in other stuff, but nothing that I remember.
Yeah, you can't reproduce the magic of Samurai Cop, the first one.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
It's pretty funny.
I'll check it out. I love those type of so bad it's good, or even some so bad they're bad are
Right.
Still funny to me. Well, I'm glad you didn't have a psychopathic killer at your camp, Ross, back then. And you're here right now to be with us, so thank you for not getting killed. Like, this is making me feel like she really was doing a great job acting, because like now when she's talking and stuff, like she's very different to her like mute, like mouse stare.
Yeah. There's like a progression.
Yeah, and I love that progression too. Her character. He calls her the Wicked Witch of the West. Yeah, it's definitely not nostalgia, because I've never been to camp in my life, so it's not that for me. who gets this mad at someone for not answering a question? Like, she don't answer you because you're an asshole to her all the time. I don't blame Angela.
Yeah, I feel like my camp nostalgia comes from watching movies about camp.
Yeah, me too. Friday, all the Friday movies, this movie, a few others. It's
even
like,
Meatballs.
Yeah, it's like it makes me think of the
Meatballs.
time I went to. Oh wait, I never went to camp. I just watched all those cool movies. I mean, they do drop a little hint here and there, like right here at the ending.
Yeah.
But still, it's such a light little dropping that nobody's picking up on it the first time.
No, you would not have picked up on it.
Yeah.
People back then, I don't think they were like looking for stuff like that either. You know what I mean?
That's what was so shocking about it.
Yeah.
That's why I said before we went live, I would kill to go back to 83 in the theater and watch this movie and just see the reaction from everyone because it would have to be just like one of the greatest things you've ever witnessed in your life.
Yeah.
Like people in 83 were not ready for that. People even today, this movie would never get made today, ever. Like zero chance.
Yeah, there would be a controversy about it before it even came out, and then it would be spoiled.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And the new generation has never seen the original, and they would go see a remake or something. They don't know that they don't know it already.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like is the biggest drawback from Psycho being so infamous and such a perfect film, is that even people like young people today know how that movie turns out. Then they've never seen it. Yeah. It's just the twist is so infamous that everybody knows the twist of Psycho. And it's a shame because it's like seeing that movie for the first time and not having any idea. Like it's mind blowing. And I think people forget how mind blowing of a twist that was.
Yeah.
Since it's so known.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom saw that in the theater. She said that was like amazing to see in the theater.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
I know Hitchcock bought every single copy of the book, like from where they were, the town that they were screening it in, so no one could spoil the ending. That's clever.
Yeah. And that was the only way back then, really, you know?
Yeah.
Have something spoiled.
Exactly. It was a lot easier to keep a secret. Kid says wrinkled old dick. To Mel. See, so Russ, you got to live out a scene from The Burning and Friday too, then. Which those scenes are identical. Like it has to be Savini who had the script for 2 and went to The Burning or something like that, because the scenes are absolutely the same.
Mm-hmm.
This poor guy. He's gonna die on the shitter. Yeah, like that broomstick stopped me from breaking it in half, pushing the door. If this thing was about to happen to me.
Yeah.
Like, wait, she get that beehive? She's been walking how long with it? Like, it's so funny.
She could just materialize anywhere, you know.
Yeah, right. She's just like, I'm here. Need a beehive? There it is. Not get stung at all yourself? Good. But what a way to die, man. Like, you know, that's something the parents ain't telling anyone.
Right.
How did your son die? Oh, he got hit by a car. Like,
Yeah, right.
No one wants to say. Yeah, he died getting stung by bees at camp on the shitter. Yeah, car hit him. But great after effects, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Pug, for sure. It's a very well-made film. For an 80s slasher, too, especially.
Yeah.
And it had balls. Like, that's one thing I love about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it goes places, not even just the ending, but in a little bit some things that other slashers weren't going back then.
Yeah, so many of them had like rudimentary problems, like scenes at night you couldn't see anything.
Yeah, that's a great example, actually. Like, these night scenes here are great.
Yeah.
The lighting's great on them.
Mm-hmm.
The Mutilator falls into that category.
Yeah,
on the beach, all the beach scenes, they're dark as hell.
Mm-hmm.
But the effects are phenomenal in that movie.
Yeah.
This kid's like way too blissfully ignorant of what's happening. It's like, no, someone just played a prank because people shove beehives in people's stalls in the bathroom all the time. Yeah, this is when we get that weird ass flashback scene of her and her brother walking in on the lover with the father. It's so weird how it's thrown in there. Like it feels out of place.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, like dream scenes and things like that. That they always, the way they filmed them back then, they're always a little goofy, you know.
Yeah, it's always hard for me to get through certain dream scenes. Most of them, actually. There's only maybe a few that I like if they're done right. I mean, it does make sense, like what they show, how it messed her up and everything, but it is weird as hell. Like, just random. Yeah, that's Tante's great. In the burning. I do like the spinning, rotating shots in this dream of them on the bed. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I like the movies, but I've never been a huge Lord of the Rings person. Same.
I was into them when they came out, and I just never really went, you know.
That same exact thing with me. Yep. I saw them, then never went back. Really, I think I've seen them maybe another time each. capture the flag time. This girl is such a manipulative little bitch. Gotta say, she keeps it hidden well, though, with the shorts that she's wearing.
Yeah.
You never guess.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for hanging out, Pug. Always good to see you, man. Have a good night. Yeah, like you said, and it looks like just like an actual camp.
Yeah.
In this movie. Not even just the camp itself, just the wood surrounding it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could tell they use an actual camp.
Yeah.
He's got his shirt tucked into his jean shorts too. I mean, I guess that maybe that wasn't a thing back then.
Yeah.
I don't know. Man, she's pissed to see this.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
I feel like every scene she's in, her head's tilted.
Yeah.
Right? Like everything she's like this.
I was just thinking she's got like just like the bitchiest face, like every moment.
And she has like this pondering look, like pose to her face, like she's thinking of bitchy shit to say. Like, like it works. I like it.
Yeah, 3 or 4 bitchy moves ahead. She's playing.
Yeah. She's playing bitch chess in her head. Oh yeah, she wouldn't leave you alone, kid. Get out of here. You're a horny little teenager. That's what it is. He's acting like that girl raped him.
Right.
I gotta go. I just say no. I never said that shit. What are you talking about? That stare is great. See, like scenes like this with Mel, his acting is fine. for me.
Right. Yeah.
It's when he tries to get dramatic.
Yeah.
That he just is not good.
Which is weird because he
does real good in Midnight Express.
Yeah, like his son is in prison and he's like crying his eyes out about it,
Yeah, and it's very convincing.
Yeah.
So you're right. It's weird here when he tries to be dramatic, and it just comes off very, very like off tone.
Yeah.
Tell you one thing, probably this movie scared the shit out of people going to camp, not even just for the killer, just for how bitchy everyone is to everyone here.
Yeah.
These are some of the meanest people on the planet.
There's people like that. There's counselors like that.
Yeah. Pedophile cooks. And you got everything. The way he goes off on Ricky's.
It's weird. It's just so like weird.
Yeah. You killed her, didn't you? I mean, no matter what about his acting, we say he's a memorable character in this movie for sure. All the little kids even throwing sand at her and shit. Like everybody here is an asshole at this camp. And it's very entertaining for the 40 in an hour mark, and not really 2-3 kills.
Yeah, right. I was just thinking that a little while ago.
Yeah, the pacing is very well done in this. Because just like the Prowler, when I was going, like, look how far apart those kills are and stuff. But for me, it doesn't work because it's slow as shit and nothing's happening. Here, same thing. The kills are very spread apart, but just the story's so much, but the script's so much better. Like the dialogue, all of that. What does this chick see in Mel? Like, at all. Like, I don't know what that's about, anything like here. And she's an attractive young girl. Like,
yeah.
What is she going after Mel for? Big Creek in the Valley sounds cool too, Russ. Because people that swim in the Hudson River in the winter. Any people will swim anywhere. They don't even really try to hide the fact at all who the killer is.
Right.
Because that's not the reveal of who it is, isn't what matters. It's the actual reveal, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
Kind of like in Child's Play, how you know it's not Andy.
Right, yeah.
You know, like it's like they're trying to do that same thing, and it works.
Right. But like the first time you saw that, you know, like Brad Dourif, so over the top, you were, you know, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You're like, holy shit.
You hear season 3 of Chucky? He's apparently going to the Oval Office.
No, I haven't been.
So fucking ridiculous, man. And I love that whole series. Like, even
Really?
Chucky, I love it. Like, I love the whole series until season 2 of the TV show. It lost me after like 5 episodes. And I said, man, that's a shame because everything Mancini did before that for me was gold. Now it just seems like he's just doing whatever, like throw anything at the wall and just whatever, hope it sticks. And some of it's just not. Meg gets a cool kill.
Yeah.
Guy grabs a hatchet out of the kid's hand. I heard earlier he took a knife away from some kid, and that kid didn't even get a call to his parents or anything.
Right,
no warning, nothing. He's got a fucking knife at a camp.
Not like a little pocket knife.
Yeah, it's so funny.
We had pocket knives when I was a kid, but you know.
Yeah, I still have a decent amount in a drawer somewhere.
Yeah.
I saw the first season, Russell, and like up to the 4th or 5th episode of the second one, and the 5th, whatever episode that was so bad that it just lost me completely, and I just couldn't. I got to finish it still and rewatch it.
There's so many series. I almost feel like it's just, might as well just wait, see what everyone else thinks.
Yeah, I mean, we got the Camp Crystal Lake series coming soon, which I've been hearing it's been getting good praise from some people.
Okay.
So we'll see. I don't really have any expectations for it. Same with Exorcist Believer. Lucky for these two kids who want to leave. Like, even these scenes at night are very well lit.
Yeah.
For how dark it is. Like, they did such a good job with the lighting here.
I forget the name of that the Ruggiero Diodato slasher.
Body Count, right?
Body Count, yeah, man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It may have been the version I saw, but I couldn't see a lot of it.
Yeah, I know. It's very Diodato.
Yeah.
It's very very, very Diodato, just like Cannibal Holocaust and all those other movies.
Like I don't know if there's a good version of it out there. But
it's not for everyone. I remember I didn't care for it on my first watch either.
Yeah, but I don't care enough about the movie to investigate. Or if they came out with a good version, I wouldn't buy it. So
makes sense. This girl gets like probably the worst death in the movie, man. And she deserves it. Doesn't deserve this, whatever the hell. She's a total bitch. Even she looks at Mel like, you creep. Like,
it is funny though. Like some of the kids have like shorts and a t-shirt, and then other people have like jeans and like 2 layers.
Yeah, you're right. That's funny. Yeah, continuity was never a big issue with the slashers.
Yeah.
Which is why I always have so much fun breaking them down with stupid stuff like that. Like with him about to do the whole Meg thing, that now I'm thinking about it, same year, kind of like the equivalent of the Bastard from Pieces.
Yeah.
Like with how bad it is.
Somebody should do like a mashup of those 2 scenes.
I'm on it already. Thanks for the idea. That'll get done sometime. I had him. I let him go. With the hand shaking and stuff, like it's so over the top. It's so unneeded.
Maybe he thought that's what they wanted because it was
maybe, yeah, because it's just it's a slasher of the 80s, low budget, probably.
Yeah, he's making a movie with teenagers. Maybe he thought, like, I don't know, that's what he's supposed to do.
It's just hysterical how bad that delivery is. And now that shot right there, that's Ricky in a wig, because the parents of Felissa Rose didn't want her in like scenes like with death scenes and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So that's actually Ricky wearing a wig, which is very obvious if you pause it like on it, like you could see his face. Yeah, every time she punches her in the head, that's so funny to me. It's a brutal kill, yeah. Those hands.
Yeah.
She gets a curling iron up her pussy after being smothered with a pillow. And yeah, monetized now. I can still say whatever I want. Fucking, they didn't look deep enough at all into this channel to monetize me at all. I don't think they looked at a single thing. This was what I was saying earlier, like with this movie having guts to do things. Like the kids here, the small kids that butchered and killed.
Yeah.
You didn't see kids getting killed like that back then.
Yeah.
You don't see it often still.
No. There was Assault on Precinct 13th was really one of the only other ones.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't think of many others. The Blob from '88.
Yeah.
That's just the kid who gets sucked in by the blob and killed. Maybe a few others, but you didn't see it a lot. And it's something you never saw in the Friday the 13th movie.
Right.
Because those kids look like what? They got to be like 8, 9, 10 at the most. Like they're little.
Young kids.
I'm already thinking of that mashup in my head, man. I'm already editing it in my head. It's a good idea. Yeah, you're gonna like it. I'll let you know when I do it. Because now I'm thinking of that. And now I'm just laughing at possibilities. I like those drawings on the wall there. It's a nice horror. These kids are great drawers, man.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Zodiac, I hope you're feeling a little better, man. I felt like terrible shit yesterday. No, after drinking that fucking bourbon upstate. And I like how the other counselor, the female one that goes with Ronnie and finds what happens on the beach, they're both the only ones that are nice to her in the whole movie. And I like that they made those two the ones to find her. And yeah, he just beat the living shit out of out of Ricky. I would love to know. I would just the lawsuit that this kid would have. This is the kill we should have gotten Friday, part 1. Like actually seeing an arrow.
Yeah.
Instead of the cutaway for her kill in Friday for some reason. I think it was probably just an effect in work.
Right.
And they didn't have the time to, so they just cut it. Because that mustache. There's a killer loose. Like the way you deliver those lines are terrible, but I love it. Yeah, Zodiac, I hope you start feeling better soon, brother. Yeah, now you want to go swimming.
Right.
I mean, this poor kid, he don't deserve any of this.
No.
Just for being a prepubescent horny kid and kissing some other girl at camp. He gets like one of the worst deaths there is. I love the score here, how it builds.
Yeah.
Very well done. That's not true, Russ. You got all of us, man. You got family. Yeah, they even thought Ricky was dead, and that's how bad he got beaten. They thought this kid was murdered. It's so horrible. That fucking mustache. Oh, it's worse. It's the worst mustache I've ever seen in a movie. It doesn't match his hair color, nothing.
No.
Like, you can tell he's wearing a wig too, because you see the same
kept
color as
him
mustache. Like it's all over the place.
I mean, it's almost like a Groucho Marx deal. I mean,
Yeah. That's exactly what I think of. And it just looks so ridiculous. Like, how did no one say anything? Say like, yo, that looks nothing like your mustache. A few weeks ago, like, let's try this one, let's try that one. It's like, no, they had no time, I guess. Just let's put this ridiculous thing on. It doesn't even match my hair. It's all right, though. And now, one of the most infamous endings.
Yeah.
Her humming makes it a lot creepier, too. Honestly, the flashbacks with Aunt Martha, her lines, that makes the ending more chilling for me. Like, all of her lines are really sinister, the way she delivers them, then you get the ending.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, we already have a boy. Another one simply will not do. Like, all of that is just creepy. I believe it means angel. That face, man. So crazy. That fucking face is so creepy, man. Now, I know they paid the actor. He had to get drunk as hell to film this because he was so insecure and so scared to do it. I don't blame him, but he did it. I mean, but imagine that, like, being known for your dick in Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah.
That's your resume. What have you been in? It's like, well, I was a stand-in for Sleepaway Camp. I had my dick out. Oh,
Right.
cool. Oh, that's you. Imagine. What an amazing movie. What an amazing ending that no one sees coming.
Nope.
That she was now in the beginning, that's what I said I wanted to remember something. I'm glad I did. They show after the accident, you see one of the kids with short hair wearing the floaties, like drifting away. Then they show the body without the floater, and then the floater comes up from the water. It's a boy, the body. Like the hair, same thing. Like you see the difference in the hair length on the kids before that. So they kind of cheat you because it makes it look like they're both boys.
Yeah.
Like in a way, it's weird. But it's the first time I ever noticed that.
Yeah.
But Zodiac, yeah, thanks for hanging out, buddy. As always, I hope you feel better, man. Like as soon as possible. And Mr. Dan, thanks so much for joining. It's a pleasure as always, man. And if you're around next week, same time, we're gonna do a Sleepaway Camp too.
All right, yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
All right, guys. Everybody, hope you have a great night. Dan, you too, have a great night. And I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, great. Thanks a lot.